Hello everyone, and welcome to a Fallout 76 farming video. Today we're going to be taking a look at pumpkins. And I'm going to show you my favorite places to go, and we're going to try to discover a new place. Yeah, here we go. So I haven't seen pumpkins here before, but this is a place to get pumpkins. Over here in Morgantown Airport. I don't know if you recognize this corner here. It's right here on the map. So I just discovered this new place for pumpkins. So we're going to loot these pumpkins. So I have the green thumb perk equipped. We're going to try to see how many pumpkins we get. So I need to make pumpkin pies. This is a go-to food that I keep on me, and I just ran out. So we have, from this site here, 19 pumpkins, which isn't bad. Especially because it's in the Morgantown area, so it is a pretty good source of pumpkins outside of that. So let's pop over to another easy forest area to go. What is this, Horde? We're going to go over here to Aaronhold Homestead. There's going to be a number of pumpkin plants here, as well as loose pumpkins hanging around. So there are pumpkins around the building here, and while those are not technically a lootable plant, you still get double the value when you have green thumb equipped. So I like coming in here because there's a pumpkin pie in the stove. So that's a pre-made pumpkin pie. I'll take a moment to show you that food item. Ooh, item new. I have maybe 1 or 2 pumpkin pies left. Where are we? So you can sort your food by spoil. We have cranberry relish 25. Where's the pumpkin pie? So we have pumpkin pies here. Now, pumpkin pie does not scale with herbivore, unfortunately. Its baseline is max HP plus 40. It lasts an hour, and again, when you have a good with salt perk equipped, these last quite a long time in your inventory. You know, these cranberry relish I made a couple days ago, probably 3 days ago, and I've been playing quite a bit. So, yeah, let's take a pumpkin pie right now, and I'll take a cranberry relish just because I don't have it equipped, and a Sweetwater Special Blend. Those are my 3 go-to foods. I'll also make company tea, but I'll use it sparingly for more advanced events. So, back to why we're here. If we go over towards the back corner of this farm field, we're going to find a number of pumpkin plants. There's also honey here and bees. This is also a great place for a low-level camp because you have quite a lot of food items nearby, and there's a junk pile here. And you can actually set up a camp right, right at this spot here. So, if you want to make a sort of expanded camp budget, you have cranberries, corn, potato, all the food that you could need here at this location. We got pumpkins, and again, a junk pile next to it, which is one of the better resource extractors to put out, especially if you're low level or if you don't have Fallout First and you're managing your junk more intimately. You tend to sell your junk more, and you have sort of a less of a buffer. So if you want to craft stuff, picking up more assorted junk faster is always worthwhile. So that's the total amount of pumpkins there. So we should have gone from 19 plus 4, because we looted 4 on the porch, which would bring us up to... Wait, that doesn't make sense. I think one of the pumpkins on the porch only gave us 1. But, so we went from 19 to 22, and then we looted 18 here. So, yeah, 18 pumpkins from this section here. Alright, so the next most famous place is over here at the Pumpkin House. So there is a lot of pumpkins around this area here, more pumpkins than you could ever need. But this one here, I mean, with one wasteland, it's a bit more manageable. But there's can be scorch beasts here, and you know, if you're looking for a quick run, you could run into some challenges with scorch beasts. Now, this is one of the most looted places out here. So this has 2 pumpkin pies in it. So I typically go to Aaronhold Homestead, and then I come here and I pick up 3 pumpkin pies that I didn't have to craft right off the shelves. Now I will take a couple other items from this area. I will grab the lamps and stuff because they have copper, and I'll grab the plastic. And sometimes there's a bobblehead in here. Now we will get the pumpkins from this area. There we go. So this person here is also here for the pumpkins. Now there's a daily event that we can do called Trick or Treat, where Pumpkin Jack, the robot out front, is going to ask us to get 10 pumpkins. I did another video on that event, but we're not going to turn in our pumpkins. Now it is easier if you have your camera out to see the pumpkins in the tall grass, and it's easier if you have a jetpack because you can just sort of scan up above the area. Now if you don't have a jetpack, you'll just have to go around on the ground and find it like a peasant. If you are low level, do everything in your power to get a jetpack as soon as you can. It is quite good, giving you just sort of access to sort of a Z layer. Just changes the perspective of this game a lot. Now I normally loot all the ones behind the pumpkin house here, and that's about all I'll need. But I will take you over. There's another factor that limits how many pumpkin pies we can make, and that's how many mirelurk eggs we can get. So I normally need just the ones from Aaronhold Homesteads and the one around the house here. But if you need more pumpkins for any reason, or you want to make pumpkin soup by itself, you can come over here, and there is 2 pumpkin patches around this sort of harvest festival looking area here. Now, there are some ticks that hang around here. Also, there is a fissured site right over here and scorched nearby. So just be mindful. Now, I'll also come over here because these Nuka-Cola bottles are like the ones you find in Nuka-Cola machines. They have a chance to spawn full. And there is 4 of them in the area. Now, if I come out here, I try not to pick a fight with the scorch beast, because they're not worth the resources to kill. But we'll just take the pumpkins over here. I will kill ticks for tick blood. Okay, the scorch beast landed. Let's see if we can. Go. A little 1-2. Okay. Scorch beast down. Let's resume our endeavors. So where was that pumpkin patch? There it was. Give me 2 seconds here to mop up some of the local attention. So this is why I don't come out here, because it turns what should be, you know, a minute of pumpkin gathering into, punch 'em up. Sometimes the scorch beast that will spawn here will be legendary, as all scorch beasts have a chance to be legendary. But even so, it just takes twice as long to kill unless you have good range weapons to sort of kill it before it mutates and heals. Pumpkins. Pumpkins. More pumpkins. And there is, yeah, this is the other pumpkin patch. There you go. So that is all of the reasonably accessible pumpkins. There are some pumpkin plants, sort of single ones, littered through this area here. It's not really consistent, so we're not going to go hunting them. Like, it's a lot of looking around for very, very low return. All right, so let's go to the next place we need to go, which is Highland Marsh. So for pumpkin pies, we need 3 things. We need pumpkins, we need mirelurk eggs, and we need sugar. And we're going to sort of get one at a time here. So that was the pumpkins. Let me give you a total pumpkin count. Give me 2 seconds here. So going to these 3 locations, we have 186 pumpkins. It's way too many, but again, normally I go to Aaronholt Homestead. Again, get the pumpkin pie and the 18 there. And then I'll swing over and just take the ones from the pumpkin house and get those 2 pumpkin pies as well. So we're just going to take care of this mirelurk queen. One, two, three with that guy. Okay. Where are we here? So when we go to Highland Marsh, it's easier at nighttime for some reason. Sorry, I've gotten turned around here. Let me just find out where we are. There we go. So there are, along this ridge, there are groupings of mirelurk eggs. Yeah, here we go. There's the first one. So some of these mirelurk eggs will crack. The same eggs will crack all the time. It's sort of an ambush spawn. About half of them are designed to break. So if you walk over them, they should crack. If they don't, when you loot them, they'll crack. So I normally summon them, and I will hit them with a hack and slash. There's that. There should be... is that it? Yeah, that's it. So the cracked mirelurk eggs are distinct because they don't actually have the texture for the inside of them. They're just glowing white. They've been like that since launch. But that's mirelurk eggs. Ooh, I missed them over here. Here we go. Don't like to rush things. Okay, so the next set of mirelurk eggs we're going to get is going to be over here at Ohio River Adventures. But first things first, I'm going to go to Sylvia Homestead. And I'm going to follow the coast along and pick up the snaptail reed until we get to there. If you're low level, you can pick up these mirelurk eggs along the coast here. Yeah, you're going to be able to pick up a humble amount of mirelurk eggs near the Ohio River Adventures, but again, it's accessible.
You don't listen. We can't go there.
So I pick up all the snaptail reed along here, and I'll just make a run. The snaptail reed runs out basically when the mirelurk eggs start. And if you are looking for any of the companions, if you've just started, There are so many. That's one of the companions here. There is so many NPC spawns along here that it's not uncommon that I don't find
Water.
there's the third NPC spawn that I won't find a companion here. The settler forager or the settler wanderer. Occasionally you'll find raiders, but mostly settler peeps. Boom.
I join you in eternity.
A small cultist monument here. Snap tail. Hey, so we built a camp here. I think this is the beginning of the camp. He's got a shelter here too. Not a bad place. You get water access. He's right next to, right by Billings Homestead. Oh. Okay.
Sports for the ferals don't get you.
So this is the beginning of the mirelurk eggs. 1, 2.
I got here first.
Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to punch you. Some more mirelurk eggs. Boom. So, this is a great area to loot junk from. I won't do a full breakdown of it right now, but when I do pass by, I grab the fishing rods. Normally when I come through here proper, I'll take all these life preservers as well. Life preservers, plastic, spring, and rubber. They just contain quite a lot of junk for a single item. I'll take this Jangle the Moon Monkey and the golf balls here. You can never have too much plastic. There's more golf balls there if you want to go hunting for them. Mirelurk egg. Sometimes those mirelurk spawns are kind of in the ground, and it's hard to punch them, so I typically use VATS for targeting them, just because it makes life easier. So that's it for the mirelurk eggs. Yeah, that's it for the mirelurk eggs. There's a couple other places to get mirelurk eggs, but honestly, for the time and the time it takes to go get them, it's quite it's not easily accessible. That's probably the best way to say it. So we're gonna get a bit more sugar. So those snaptail reeds we can refine into sugar, and we're gonna get a bit more sugar by going over to Landview Lighthouse. We're gonna go down to the river and follow that up here. So let's go to Landview Lighthouse. This is sort of very commonplace to farm snaptail reed. Most people just come here. And if I was just making the pumpkin pies, this would be all you would need. You wouldn't need to get the ones by Ohio River Adventures. Normally, though, when I make pumpkin pies, I also make cranberry relish. The reason why I'm making pumpkin pies is because if you notice, I had quite a few cranberry relish here at 24, and I accidentally dropped my pumpkin pies in when I wasn't paying attention. So, yeah, you can play for a while and you can still make boob mistakes, so I need to remake those pumpkin pies. But normally I make the cranberry relish and the pumpkin pies together. They both require sugar, so I loot up all this snaptail reed to make advantage of that. I have gourds at my camp, and I'll loot cranberries, and I'll basically just split the sugar up into two and make an equal portion of each. So 40 HP is not bad. It's the same value as if we go to endurance and we pick, there's a perk called, where is it? Life Giver. So if you max out Life Giver, you get 45% to your maximum health for spending 4 perk points. We're getting 40 HP for free. It lasts an hour, and again, if you have that good result, which I keep on me anyways, you know, it's definitely worth doing. So that's it for the end of the snaptail reed here. Now we're going to go over to my camp. We'll do the crafting. So I need more water. So we'll go over here to my handy dandy well. Now the well, you can normally only collect one at a time, but if you drink, you can spam collect on it, and it's like looting water from any body of water. You can loot it as fast. So now we're gonna craft. Let's put on super duper. So we're going to make all of our boiled water, and it's really nice now that they have a set quantity slider. And pumpkin pie. So we got 29 mirelurk eggs, so that's going to limit how many pumpkin pies we can make to a total of 14. That's it. So I know we looted a lot more materials than we needed. I already had sugar on me. Sorry. So let me go over here and I'll show you the making of the sugar. Oop. Plants. Yeah. So I already had enough sugar on me for the craft, but if we needed to, there's 38 sugar. Yeah. So it's pretty straightforward. Again, you can make pumpkin soup. If you're an herbivore, this is good because soups give you food and water, so you only need to keep one on you to keep topped up, and it's going to give you +5 perception. There's quite a lot of foods that give you +5 perception, gourd soup and carrots as well. So again, if you wanted to just use your extra pumpkins for this, it's a pretty good way to keep topped up. I don't really keep corn soup on me unless I'm using company tea. In that case, I'll use gourd soup. So gourd soup is +8 AP regen. Anyways, let's check out how many pumpkin pies we made. So we can drop this pair of pumpkins. I don't need that many. Where are we here? Based on spoil. Drop that, drop that, drop that. So we had 1 pumpkin pie, which we used. And then we managed to craft 14 and pick up 3. And with our super duper perk, we managed to get a total of 22 pumpkin pies. So again, this will be good for a couple days for sure, and brings us back up to our levels of cranberry relish there. Anyways, that's it for making pumpkin pies. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. If you have any, or if you've enjoyed these videos, please consider subscribing. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video.